Good morning, and welcome back to the Angry Poolman channel, where we learn how to treat our pool and our pool man. It's Friday, and like I say, every Friday we made it around again, but it's going to be a greater Friday, and, you know, just like every day, we got to continue to improve just a little bit, fractionally, every day. We can consider that a win, and so we only have like 7 today, so we're going to be done pretty quick. We moved some pools to Monday and Tuesday, and yeah, so our day on Friday is going to be a little lighter. And you know, I just want to give thanks for my health, and please do feel free to do so yourself. If you're a healthy person, hey man, like I've said before, every day on this side of the dirt is a blessing. So yeah, not that big of a deal with you know, the hospital deal, but it did, you know, give me pause. And when you're sitting there on a table and somebody's got a knife on you, and you hear the cutting and the scraping, and it's a little disconcerting. Local anesthesia, sometimes it's better to be just out. Not for this procedure, not necessary, but yeah, it really woke me up on how important it is to give thanks for our health, not just in November. But we need to give thanks every day. So let's get back and clean up the leaf canister. I'm excited to get this day started, because the sooner we start, the sooner we finish. Okay, we're back here at the leaf canister, and yeah, things look really great. And why? Not because of this thing, because of the little floaters that we have on our cleaner hose. See how it's those two floaters over here are supporting the leaf canister itself, keeping it floating. And then we have another floater 3/4 up the way up the first length of hose on the cleaner, and that has allowed it to stay upright, and it cruises around and does its thing. Now basically that's a Pentair Rebel, right? It's a 2-wheel drive cleaner, and when this one takes a dump on us, which it eventually will, we can either choose to buy that rebuild kit for that, or we can do the Pentair Rebel, which I feel a lot better about. They're more readily available. I've never actually been able to get a hold of one of those rebuild kits for an Aquanaut, $250 or $450. Yeah, but look, the pool overall, even with these nasty trees, is looking fully acceptable. Now we get homeowner help here. And let's see how much work our homeowner's done this week. Yeah, he's done plenty of work. I empty that thing out every week. So yeah, he's a good guy, and I really appreciate him doing that. But I'm gonna get to work, and I'm not gonna put the helmet cam on here because there's really not enough to do. We'll get some ASMR at another location. Okay, here are our chems. We have perfect chlorine, which is like a 2, and then we do have high pH. Alkalinity is good, and cyanuric is creeping up, so I'm not going to add any tab in that floater. I'll just take it out actually, and I'll let it ride for the week. And I'm going to add some acid, but otherwise we're good on the chlorine. We can move on. All right, we are here at our second stop on Friday, the Onyx Pool. And yeah, we have an armada of duck combatants, and I love that. So once again, we don't have any leaf canister here on this one, but we do have our 2 floaters here on the well, since I had 2 of them, and this pool is much it's a pretty shallow pool, just like the leaf canister is, but either way, I'm not gonna mess with it. There's 2 of them, and I just love how this thing performs. It kind of is moving. It doesn't move. I guess it's smooth, but oh yeah, look, it's about to do a little spin. Yes, just like a little Chihuahua. But I'll tell you what, it keeps it a lot cleaner than a Chihuahua. Anyway, we had low chems. We had so I put a tab floater. Now, if you remember, we did the salt cell clean to end all salt cell cleans last week, and I found some salt bits in the spa, which is totally normal, and a few over here by the return lines, which I've scooped up. but the water is looking great. I mean, look at that one return line over there. That is so vigorous, and really does a lot of working for the whole pool. I know there's another return line over there, but I mean, frankly, I can't even see it. Can't see it working like that one. And of course, when we start this pool up at 9, from 9 to 9:15, or maybe it's 9 to 9:30, there is a spillway program. So whatever was going on last night is, you know, our level is going to get back to where it needs to be, so that interior finish, or which is, I guess that's granite, is hydrated. So anyway, I love everything I see, and we can move on. Okay, we're here at stop 3, the Great Wall, and things are looking awesome. Once again, chemically, this pool is perfect. 3,600 parts per million in the salt, and we have a 3, like a 3.5 on the chlorine, and like a 7.6 on the pH. I like them like this. If they could all be like this. Anyway, I'm not going to dilly-dally. We're going to move on. I did Spool XL yesterday, but spoke to the homeowner after that, and based on the gardener interaction, I'm going to leave him on Friday, and then we'll move somebody else on Thursday. But we already hit Spool XL yesterday, and anyway, we can move on to our first infinity pool of the day. This pool looks great. Okay, I'm starting to get a little suspicious, but I'm never going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, so here we are at our first infinity pool on Friday, and look at the Pentair Rebel. He is jamming around. Now, I have it in service mode, and so he's running at high speed, but look at his capability. Okay, I love the Pentair Rebel. Look what he's done here. This is a really, really clean pool. Now the trough, not so much, but hello, this is what the job of the trough is to catch all of the schmutz and the schmutz and the roly-polies and whatever. And then I also, to make sure that we never have a chlorine shortfall, I put my floater in here, so the homeowner never has to deal with that. I've also done that at the second infinity pool, which we'll be at in a couple of pools, but I don't find that's very effective. So I've been leaving it in the main pool, and it's been working better. But that just speaks to the circulation that's going on between the trough and the pool. This one has really good circulation between both trough and pool. They have to be, though, both pumps have to be running concurrently to make all this happen. So yeah, we had plenty of chemicals. Like I said, this is like 2 perfect pools in a row. I'm starting to get a little suspicious, but very happy. They must be on vacation or something like that, this most hot time of the year. And of course, it's not really that hot today. A little bit overcast, and that's why I get out early, so I can avoid the heat stroke. You guys, thank you for so many of the concerned comments. I know I need to drink the electrolytes and keep the salts up and drink water. It just got away from me. And I tell you what, if you ever have that happen where you literally cannot open your hands, it's a little disconcerting. I have to say. You know, I am a big fan of David Goggins, if any of you know who David Goggins is. And he says, you know, do something that sucks every day. And so that's basically, he preaches that because, you know, he wants us to be comfortable in uncomfortability. So, I mean, and I get that. Life is about suffering. Find purpose in your suffering, and, you know, life becomes a lot easier. So anyway, I'm going to get the Telsa 90 on this trough, and yeah, we're gonna let the chemicals ride, which is super awesome. Never happens here, but anyway, I'm gonna get to work. Okay, I feel good about this. You know, find purpose in your suffering. Hey, maybe your suffering will be alleviated, and if you're alleviating somebody else's suffering, then you're doing it right. Okay, we're here at the original spool, and let's go over pool building 101. Now, we're not here at the equipment, but that doesn't matter. I just want you to see this nice little unassuming pool. Yeah, you'd think it's really great, and we call it a spool. You know, the difference between a spool and a pool and a spa, it has jets, so that's really cool, and it's coming up to speed. Here's two things about this pool that I hate. That non-standard skimmer. See that over there? The builder just put he plumbed a pipe over there and kind of made a makeshift skimmer, okay? There's no basket in there. It goes right to the equipment, okay? And right to the pump basket. So let's go over to the equipment and see where the deficiency is. Now, every night at 4 o'clock, when this pool shuts off, everything in the contents upchucks back into the pool, okay? Why? Because there's no check valve right here. This is what you need to do, guys. And I don't know why they wouldn't put one. They put a check valve over here on the return side. So builders, ask people building, homeowners building pools, make sure to ask your builder about check valves. They really help everything. Keep your pool clean and keep it looking perfect. Okay, we're at the second infinity pool on Friday, and I'm sorry, I did not film anything. I got here and these jasmine, I mean, look at over in the corner. That should give you an idea on how many were in the pool. So I actually ran into the homeowner, and if you were watching last week, I did 2 filter cleans. There's 2 canisters over there at the equipment. So I busted them both down. The pool's water is looking awesome. However, you know, this pool gets a ton of roly-polies, and you know, here's the, once again, advice to pool builders. When you use very light colors for your pool deck, and literally I didn't track any mud back here. This is just dust. We're here on the hill. Look, there's dust in the air. There's dust that settles on the pool deck, and then when you get it wet, it looks like this. Now, I love it. This pool looks insane, or this backyard is insane. It's like a $600,000 backyard. That being said, you got to make sure you hose it all down. And hey, we got a hose spigot right here. Our friends at Lennar provided, so that's great. But there's, unfortunately, this whole green strip needs to be a drain, and it's not. So this is the cost of this pool was a very high performance pool cost, right? And the pool does perform pretty dang good, but for my money, I would want to be able to, with all this water that's coming, you know, people are getting in and out. There's a bench the whole along here. People stand here, have their drinks here, whatever. And then you're getting water and dirt on the deck. That's, I don't know, kind of a bummer. You just got to keep it up, which sometimes is difficult to do. We all have busy lives. Anyway, guys, if you got anything out of this, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment if you got something to say. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary working for you guys out here in the field. I'm the Angry Pool Man. Guys, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you on the next video.